In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome to another episode of Lit Podcast. And I know it's a late night. I know it's very late. I know a lot of people ain't up. But I have to speak on something today. Man, my spirit just been really moving me, man. It's hard out here for a lot of us. I understand. Excuse me right quick. I'm trying to set up because I wasn't really planning on doing this. But I'm going to do this tonight. Let me get comfortable and wait for a couple more people to get in. But tonight's episode is about a dear friend of mine, a very, very close friend of mine. Somebody who I raised, somebody who's not only one of my artists on my label, but he's a Dallas rapper as well. And he's been moving around Dallas for a long time. And a lot of cats know who he is. His name Dearis Davis. Some of us know him as Hope or Hope the Prodigy. Some of us know him as Slim. Really don't know how to start this off, man. It's really been eating me up, but I'm gonna get through this tonight. Okay, a little background. Dearis Davis is a 90s baby. He come from a good background, good upbringing, very talented, on all levels, very smart. He loved horses, horse racing, and things like that. And the main thing that he loved is people. He loved being around people. He loved supporting people. He also loved teaching. That was his thing, and besides teaching, he also loved protecting. And he protected anybody that was around him. And see, what I'm learning in this world today, everything is being stripped from us. Far as you being a man, far as you being able to protect your family, friends, any type of loved one, costs your life. You can go out and try to protect somebody, and in the midst of you protecting somebody, you can be incarcerated. And sometimes these people don't care about what the truth is. They just care about that number and making that money off of you. See, here in Dallas, Texas, a lot of people don't know that it's a lot of things that goes on here in Dallas, Texas. It's a lot of things that a lot of people who are scared to speak on about Dallas, Texas. See, a lot of people don't really know how much of a mafia city, like a low-key mafia city, Dallas really is. Like, y'all think New York and Chicago and all these other places are, gangster? They are. If they got a police force, they gangster. If they have a union, 9 times out of 10, they're a gangster. And Dallas have all those and more, with an underground system that a lot of people don't really know about. And I'm enlighten y'all on Hunt County, which is Greenville. Everybody down here knows Hunt County as Greenville, Texas. Everybody go to Greenville, Texas. It's not far. It's right here by Walkwall. And before I just tell y'all this story like this, I want to break it down like this. I want to say that, let's say, for instance, one of your friends calls you up. No, let's not say friends. Let's just say a family member. I want to keep it all in the family. I don't even want to use friends. I want you to know how close this really is. Now, let's just say if you have a family member and that family member, wants to ride, and wants you to take them somewhere or whatnot. So you hops in the car And I just want y'all to know that in this case right now, it's still ongoing. So it's a lot of things that can't be said, but I'm going to address most of the things that really needs to be said for people to understand, because this county don't want light shed on this. They don't want the media on this. They trying to cover up everything on the rug. It's a lot of things that this company, this county cover up the rug. And I'm going to share a lot of things with y'all tonight. Matter of fact, give me 1 second so I can pull this up right quick. And I'll get back to what I was telling y'all. Like I said, I wasn't prepared for this tonight. This is something out the blue here. So I do want to get this. I definitely want to share that. And let me move this off the screen real quick. All right. So when we get to this, I'm going to show y'all this in a minute. But anyway, so your cousin, I want you to take them somewhere. So in your mind, you really don't want to move, but that's family. So you're like, okay, let's move. Now, everybody knows it's always somebody, everybody don't check people who gets in their car. Don't nobody screen people. Sometimes some people do. I got a homie who sometimes like, hey man, what you got in your pockets? I understand. But every time you don't, most people don't screen a lot of people who gets in their car. You in somebody's car, they're just like in the Uber. Ubers don't know what people got in their backpacks. Uber people don't know what people have in their pockets. You don't know. You never know what you bringing, So it's just happened this particular day. You ride out with your cousin. You ride out with your cousin, or it can be your brother, sister, whatever, and you ride out with them. And they tell you, hey, I need to make a stop, a detour from what y'all originally supposed to be. What you really supposed to be taking your family member to. So you're like, okay. And then you make this stop, not knowing, who are you going to meet, nothingness. So you pull up. And as you pull up, not knowing what's going on, 2 cats come out of nowhere. And the person who you with, your family member who you with, they think it's all cool because they know these people to a certain extent. So they like, okay, whatever. But yet these 2 people already been plotting on you all day. They've been plotting on you, waiting on you to come and step in their territory. So dog can eat dog, you know what I'm saying? So the 2 young cats pull up, rush them with guns, draw out on them to rob them, of course. This ain't no rocket scientist. So I'm gonna ask you, what would you do in this situation? What would you do? Because in this situation right here, you got 2 cats that come out of nowhere and they gunning at you. They not just pointing the gun and say giving it up. They're gunning at you. You don't have no weapon on you, but the family member that you decide to give the ride to has a weapon. And you thinking quick on your feet, seeing this weapon exposed, you grab this weapon and you try to defend yourself. Now, in the midst of you defending yourself, things get shaky, because now you're in a life or death situation. And now what I want to say is that my friend, my best friend, someone who I love, because I have a lot of friends, All my friends pretty much are buried, and this is a true story. Most of my friends are buried or facing life in prison. And these are facts. That's why I stay so low key. That's why I stay out the way. Because I know how we move in Dallas. I know how we are in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? There's no shade on Dallas because I love all my Dallas people. But it's just what it is. It's like this anywhere you go. And I want to say that I want to show respect to the Davis family, and shout out to Miss Dearis Davis' mother. I want to shout out to his brother family. You know, I want to say that it's hard to really commentate on this because you got to watch what you say, just because the case is opening. And I want to say this is that in Texas or in other places, they make a lot of laws for you. And in between them laws, we think that sometimes it's helping us, but really the laws we should know by now are against us. Like we have things called stand your ground or you open carry, things to those sorts. Now you already know what a person gonna do if he's carrying a gun. He's protecting himself. So why would you take a person through hell to prove what you already know is true? But yet, when you find out the truth, you still want to give this person life. Like, that's something I can't fathom right now. It's just something I really, really just can't fathom right now. Because my friend, my partner, my homie, someone who I know dearly, just beat death row. Why did he beat death row? You want to know why he beat the death penalty? Because he was innocent. That's why he beat the death penalty. But you want to know something else? You got a DA whose time is up in office, but he wants to go higher in rank. So what do this DA do? And I'm not bashing the DA. I'm just stating facts from stuff that you can look up. Looking at the incarceration rate of Hunt County, looking at the population rate of Hunt County from whites to black. Blacks are 14%. Whites are 83 to 86% of Hunt County. The incarceration rate is 76. I think it's 76 white and 34 black. In between that, I could be wrong, but I know it's between the number. I can go back and check. But what I'm trying to say is that the incarceration rate for blacks is very high. If it's only 14% of blacks that's only in your county. So that says a lot. And then it's a lot of domestic violence going on in Greenville. It's a lot. But what I also have discovered is that a lot of murders goes on in Greenville that they don't publicize. And then they cover up. And then they lock a lot of people up who are innocent for these charges. I want you to check this out real quick before I get back to my friend Dearis Davis. Free Dearis Davis. Free Gunna Meezy. R.I.P. Mo 3. Shout out Yella Beezy. You know, shout out to the whole Dallas. check this out right quick. As I get this going right here. Here we go.
They did, and that's why the mood here was really mixed tonight. It was both celebratory as they finally got to hug Gonzalez after 9 days, and also determined as he promised to hold Greenville, or rather Hunt County, accountable for putting the wrong man behind bars.
It was multiple people that told me it's life or death. That's it for this, capital murder. My stomach dropped because being innocent, you don't. It's like I've seen this before, and I've seen them pin it on somebody else. But I promise you, Greenville, Texas will never do that again.
So, as you hear from the horse's mouth, Greenville, Texas would never, ever do that again. And I just want to say, you're right. Because I'm not finna let y'all get away with giving my friend life, and then you know that he's innocent. You know that he's innocent. Talking to the lawyers, talking to everybody on this case. It's things that y'all know. It's things that y'all wants to cover up. And I don't know why Greenville want to cover up things, but I already know it's a money thing. It's a corporation. When you have water, when you have a trash system, it becomes a corporation. When you have electricity and things like that, it's a corporation. So you have to move things according to until the corporation moves. You have to, not have a heart. Because this is what I see right here. I see a town who has a heart. I see a town who does nothing but sweep everything under the rug. And how could you sweep everything under the rug? Why? Because ain't nobody shit no light on you. See, we asked to put social media in the news on this case when it happened. But we was told, no, don't do that. Oh, you're going to expose information in the case. It's going to be detrimental to the case. Or if you say this and say that, you will give the DA a better defense to fight. How I'm going to give the DA a better defense to fight if you already got all the evidence on the case? It doesn't make any sense. You're already indicting me. So if you indict me, that means that you have all the evidence. You can't indict me without any evidence. See, I want y'all to understand what Greenville is about. See, this is Greenville right here. You see this right here? The burning of the Negro Smith in Greenville, Texas. See, this Greenville, Texas right here. See, this is what they do. See, this is what I grew up in Texas looking at. See, they keep souvenirs of things that they do. It's one thing I have yet to see is a slave ship. But I know one thing that I have always seen was a noose, a man always being hung in a jail. And I always seen injustice. So, this town has history of building logs like this and then gathering up in crowds and sit there and watching it burn till there's nothing left. They sit here and take pictures and glorify. But you talk about us. We're the criminals. we're the ones who need to pick ourselves up by the bootstraps, right? We're the ones, right? We don't go around killing white people. We don't go around killing Asians and taking pictures with a crowd full of our kind hanging around. We don't do that. Glorifying this. We don't do that. Yeah, we might be in the city killing our own people. I agree with that. Yeah, we do kill our own people. And we do kill off our own black women. I can't testify to that because that's something that we need to talk about and we need to address, but that's for another time. Because we are killing ourselves and we are killing our black women, man. And it's a lot of stuff we need to address and there's a lot of stuff we need to clean house on. Real talk. But right now, I'd be damned if y'all just gonna sit around here and just collect souvenirs on us like this, brainwash us and teach us to hate ourselves and to kill one another. Because black folks, we're not like that. Deep down root in our hearts, we're not like that. We're not raised like that. It's not in us. We're family oriented. We'll give the last. I know diehard thugs. I'm talking about real diehard thugs that'll pop you and just they don't care. Will give you the last meal in they refrigerator. Will give you the shirt off their back, shoes off their feet. Hell, I ain't even seen them give up their last dollar. So you can't tell me about my people. It's one thing you can't tell me about is my people. And it's another thing you can't tell me about Dearis Davis. You can't tell me about him. So, and right now the jail systems, no water. They drinking out of bottles waters that they come and pour in a pitcher. That everybody in the cell has to come out and get that one pitcher and drink on that after every shift change. You got to wait for every shift change to get fresh water. I will tell you this. The reason why they covering up this case because it involved 2 kids. Another reason why they are covering up this case is because they know that it was self-defense, but they want to hold up their reputation as good old boys in Greenville, as they told the parents. They trying to make the parents feel like as if they doing an investigation. But the investigation has been long over with. All they have is just my friend sitting there prolonging the case. He's supposed to be in the court. But since this DA wants to come back and get a higher rank, he didn't leave this year. If the new DA would have came in, we probably would have had a better chance to fight. But see, this DA wants this case to stick so he can get rich. And that's a cold lick. Because he knows the truth. They're not already told him. They're not already talked to him. Even the lawyer. The lawyer knows. We had to even get my partner evaluated. Had to come see somebody, come see about his psyche, to see if he even intelligent enough, you know, or to see if he even on that level. Like I was saying earlier, when we had a war, we had a war, man. Look at this. Look at these pictures. Look at these pictures. Look at it. I want you to really look. I want you to really think. Excuse me. I'm going to go through here one more time. Let me see. This one right here. I want you to look right here. See this? See that? Greenville, Texas. It's Greenville, Texas right there. My partner is scared right now. And I know he is. I have a lot of partners right now. Like my partner right here, I want to share with you. I'm going to show you a little bit something with this case right here. So, the county facing almost a dozen murder cases. This is Greenville, Texas. Noble D. Walker, Jr., District Attorney. This is the DA. Hunt County is currently facing 3 separate capital murder cases based on reportedly double homicides. 2 of the cases occurred in the past year, including the February 4th shooting deaths on the campus of Texas A&M University in Commerce. Okay, this is the other person. Let me see where we at. Here we go. So it says, as he remains in our jail, it's very likely ours will be headed first. Walker said the case against Smith is just one of 3 involving double homicides in Hunt County. It says 2 defendants are charged with capital murder in connection with February's 2019 homicide of 2 people in Royse City. Earl Rayford, 18 years old, or Rowlett, and Dearis Rayvone Davis, 19, of Arlington, have pled not guilty to the indictments involving the deaths of Courtland Trowell-Wilmore and a juvenile male whose identity is being kept confidential. It says Davis and Rayford are each being held in lieu of $1 million bond each on charges of capital murder of multiple persons. Trial dates have not yet been scheduled for either defendant. So I'll come over here. Let me shed some light on that. So let's talk about that. They don't, like I said, they don't want to disclose because he's underage. Then they don't want to disclose his race. Want to know why? Because it wasn't a black kid. And then you want to know something else? Yeah, I bet you do, because I'm going to tell you anyway. These kids who you don't want to say, the DA know exactly what happened that day, step from step. You know why? Because the kids left it in their phones. See, what it was supposed to be, see, my partner was just supposed to go and drop off his brother. But the brother wanted to make a stop. So these boys knew that he was coming the whole time. So the whole time, these youngsters, and one was a little bit older, which they were cool, had the audacity to sit up there and plan the whole jack move, not knowing that Dearis is even coming. So they were thinking that Dearis' brother was gonna come by himself. So it was a shocking surprise for everybody. Excuse me 1 second. I was making a beat. I hit the keyboard. But I got the news clip in here. Let me hold it up right. So they plotted out. They have it all in their phones. Everything laid out. What they were doing. Everything. And these youngsters, these kids, have guns. But they say to my partner, because he protected his life. Matter of fact, he protected his brother's life too. He protected somebody. I know in the Army, you know, don't you get a purple medal for that? Were you trained to go kill and take other people's lands and resources? But yet, somebody here protect themselves, which they are allowed to in Texas, to protect themselves. Hell, even a felon can have a gun in Texas after 5 years of serving their sentence. That's law. But yet, you lock a person up. I mean, another thing, you make alcohol legal, but you can't drink and drive. You make alcohol legal, but yet you can't walk intoxicated. Why should we feed the system? Why should we feed a parasite? Because you say you care. Now I know some judges out there, and I know some people out there care. Because I know a judge in Dallas that looked out for me. I could have been up the road. I know a judge who looked out for me. But when you have a judge that sit there and have your whole case ran down, and he know that you innocent and tells you and lets you know that you innocent and still trying to give you life because he want to tell the family, or make the family feel like they're on the high horse. He want to make the family feel as if their name still hold value in it, and that it is respected in this town. Now I know Hunt County, you know, they probably gonna look at this and they probably gonna say something to me. I understand what's going on. I understand. But you know, today I'm gonna let it out about Hunt County. Because Hunt County is out there locking up people, you know what I'm saying, who are innocent. They are locking up people who are innocent. Point blank period. You know what I'm saying? You can do your own history on it. You can do your own research on it. You don't believe me? I want you to check this out right here. I want you to read on this case right quick. Let me share this with you. Sure can. Here we go. All right. This was the first one. 2 men will be sentenced to death by lethal injection if they are convicted of capital murder in connection with the February homicide of 2 people in Royse City. One of the defendants has pled not guilty in connections with the deaths. Hunt County District Attorney D. Noble Walker Jr. said his office filed the motion September 13 with the 35th District Court. The case against Dearis Davis, 19-year-old of Arlington, and Earl Rayford, 18, of Rowlett. We have waived the death penalty as a punishment based on the evidence in the case, Walker said, declining further comments. Davis and Rayford are each being held for, like I said, once again, for $1 million bond on the case of capital murder of multiple persons filed by Royse City Police Department. Both were taken into custody May 29th and were indicted in August on capital murder charges by Hunt County grand jury involving the deaths of Courtland Trowell-Wilmore and the juvenile male whose family is asking for his name to be withheld from publications. Davis has been represented by the West Texas Regional Public Defender of Capital Cases Program, which only handles death penalty cases, and has a new attorney appointed September 13th. Davis was also arraigned on the capital murder indictment, to which he pled not guilty. A hearing of discovery evidence was scheduled with the 354th District Court of October 4th. Rayford has previously hired a defense attorney. His arraignment hearing is scheduled for September 24th. Both defendants are now facing a punishment of life in prison without the possibility of parole if convicted of the charges of capital murder. The Royse City Police Department reported it has found 2 people dead in Woodland Creek subdivision during the early hours of February 3rd, with the 3rd individual believed to have left the scene. One of the 2 victims was a high school student at the time of his death, and the other was a former student. Now, I'm asking for people to share this. I'm asking for people to shed light on this case. I had talked to, or tried to, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I tried to get in touch with Crump, if I'm not mistaken, and that's the one who do all the murder cases for Black families and everything like that. And the things that I found out, getting in contact with these type of people and understanding how this game really works, and understand that a lot of that social media is just exactly what it is, media and propaganda and hype. So I see we have to do it ourselves. And what I'm saying is that we are calling for justice for Dearis Davis. We are standing for Dearis Davis. I'm asking for people to share this. I'm asking for people to even go look this case up. I'm asking for people to go dig for more information. I'm asking for people to don't overlook this. Don't sweep this under the rug. I know it's a lot of people who say they're innocent. I get that too. But there are a lot of people who are innocent. Just like them boys from New York that spent their whole life in prison over somebody who got killed. And they just so happen to be there at the park. And after all these years, they get let go free. A man in Dallas, a couple years back, just got found innocent. Just got let go free. I don't want to let my friend sit there for something he had to do to protect himself. Just like everybody has the right to do. I don't want to make this to the point where I can't say what I really want to say. You know, I know things are hard to say because I really right now, I just want to go. I just want to go. But I got to be careful on what I say. I really do. I know that it's hard for the family. And like I want to say that we are here and we doing all that we can. So I'm going to do whatever I can to shed light on this. I want everybody to look at this. Like I know sometimes we can't pick our family. We can't pick our friends' minds. We can't pick their mentality. You know, we can't shape their minds into our minds. We can't do that. You never know what happens, man, around the corner. You know, and I get it. I truly do. You know, before I start going on here bashing and all this stuff like this, Royse City, Greenville is known for sweeping things under the rug quickly. They don't want light shed on their town. Like I said once before, I want y'all to see this clip because remove that because I want you to understand something. This is what they're doing. And I have more things, and I'm going to do another video. And the next video I do, I'm finna be fired up. This is just late at night. And I'm trying to get this out right now because we have no time. Our time is very short. And like I said, we should have did this earlier. But we was told to stand down. And I always felt that we shouldn't stand down. We have a lot of people who signed petitions. I want to say shout out to everybody who signed the petition as I went all over Dallas getting signatures. I want y'all to peep this. Check this.
Night surrounded by a crowd of his family and friends, Gonzalez and his attorney say they still have not heard from the sheriff's office about why he was being released, though we got a statement saying that while an original tip pointed them towards Gonzalez, a lack of cooperation from witnesses and other evidence proved him innocent. Tonight, he told us he was in a car outside of the party during that shooting on FaceTime with a friend, still with no idea tonight how out of hundreds of people a finger was pointed at him. Now he plans to pursue a civil case against the county, but not before getting a good meal and going to see his 3 kids.
Feeling I can't explain, because I was so hurt in there, and being so hurt all day, 9 days, and just coming to this, and actually putting on my clothes and I know orange suit every day, and having to take a shower in cold water every day.
Bag this up. I want you to hear this.
He got to hug Gonzalez after 9 days and also determined, as he promised, to hold Greenville, or rather Hunt County, accountable for putting the wrong man behind bars.
It was multiple people that told me it's life or death. That's it for this, capital murder. My stomach dropped because being innocent, you don't. It's like I've seen this before, and I've seen them pin it on somebody else. But I promise you, Greenville, Texas will never do that again.
Greenville, Texas will never do that again. How many more cover-ups have Greenville done? Not just Greenville. A lot of other places. How many cover-ups have y'all really done? I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of friends due to some crazy, just crazy stuff. Locked up right now. It's a friend I want to just shout out right now. I can't even shout out right now. And he know who it is. But I don't know where to, I really don't know where to go to make this thing pop. Like, I done been to media won't. I done been there, you know what I'm saying, in the press. The press, this is what they want to put out. They don't want to put out the real details. They don't want to put out everything. The lawyer told me, Trip, real talk, that we can settle for this because the town is known for this. And it's hard to fight them. You have to know this. You have to know them. It's family oriented. It's bloodline. I get it. You know what I'm saying? They tell me that they're highly racist. I get it. They tell me that we're going to ride it. If we're going to ride it, we're going to ride it. But all of a sudden now it's a change. So now here we are because of that change. Because you're supposed to stick it out. Be it you afraid to fight. Because families is prosecutors and families are court opponents. And some more things around this county. But I want to say out of all the injustice that we have in here, because there's a lot of injustice going on. There's still a lot of cases that ain't been solved. And I want to say, it's not just all about my partner. Because I'm not selfish. I have never been selfish. My motto is support is free if y'all don't know me. Also, if y'all don't know me, I'm a person who helps a lot of cats. I'm a person who go around and try to get people publishing and everything like that right. And I'm the type of person, that's, you can consider fair. I believe in being fair. You know what I'm saying? Give me my fair fight. Give me my fair, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I believe in being fair. And right now, my partner in a situation where it ain't fair. So I'm gonna get off this live right here, but I want to leave something for y'all. I want y'all to know Dearis Davis in Hunt County, Greenville, Texas, just beat the death penalty from lethal injection. That's deep, because I have a lot of friends and family members that I just buried. And for him to be in there like that, and not only to be in there like that, to be in there and just got a plaque. Yeah. It bothers me, it really do, I want justice for him, and I'm gonna get justice for him. And for all the families out there who are going through injustice, I want to send my condolences to all the families out there. Everybody who's going through something, I want to send my condolences. I want to send my free whoever, my rest in peace whoever, my flowers to whoever, to the ones who I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not hard to, we done really fucked up the way of living, you know what I'm saying? And like, a former student and a kid comes out with a gun and rush your car. Shooting. Who wouldn't fear for their life? Who would know what would you do in that situation? Let's talk about this, guys. Like, really, let's talk about this. Like, what you want me to say? What? This town right here, I'm putting it out there. And there's many other towns around here in Dallas itself. City full of ringleaders. But he wrote me tonight. And he wrote me. Before I get up out of here, I'm gonna read this to you. And I'm finna tell you some real shit. I put the clip of the newspaper article inside the letter, even though I know we know what's going on. Truth. I still think we need to go ahead and take the steps we were going to do to begin with before she, my lawyer, said hold off. Just thinking objectively about the whole situation, my gut is telling me it would be best to make our move first. They don't want the story to get out. They scared of the media getting involved. I'm not no big platform. Maybe because I show love to everybody, but I don't care about that. You know, I'm not a blogger because that's not what I do. I just a person who will admire other people's work. I'm a person who admires what I do. I'm a person who sticks true to whoever I mess with. No, I'm not the, you know, but I am somebody who cares. And like for me to bury my cousin today, or yesterday, because it's a new day now, and having to watch my partner go through life, fight a life sentence, and having another friend pass away yesterday, and having a funeral Saturday, which is my birthday. I want to say, I know I'm supposed to go, but I can't, because I just want to say, like, my partner, my other partner right here, I guess I'm on here so long because my mind fucked up. You know, sometimes I don't have certain people just really just boom, boom, you know, like that sometimes besides my kinfolk and shit. Some niggas don't be up like I am. I'm a Pisces. I'm a late rider. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say this is my partner too. And I got many more. I can pull up lists. It can go on and on. I can go on and on. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can go on and on obituaries. I ain't gonna lie to you. But him, I just want to say, I love you, boy. You know what I'm saying? Because every one of my partners, every one of my friends, anybody who came around to me, anybody who knows me, if you know me, you know what I'm saying? Know that I'm going to always reach a hand out. And right there, I reach my hands out. Rodell, I reach my hands out. Like, Dearis, I reach my hands out. Square business. No game. And to see my boy cry for help and not be able to help my boy like that, you know. But then again, I had to think I was helping him. I kept telling him, move around, don't go, don't do this, move around. But you know how the streets doing it, D. You know how the streets doing it, D. Real shit. And it's fucked me up when they got him for murder. When they got him for murder, I knew then everything from that day forward, my whole life, my whole way of thinking, the whole process, I was already there. But I had to really flip the script. I had to say, if I want something better, I have to do something better. So I went better myself. So I'm gonna leave y'all with these clips right here. And I really don't want to play that because they be giving me all that bullshit, copyright shit. I don't need no commercial on my shit. So I'm gonna enlighten you on my partner case. Get you to understand that, man, if they ain't taking us out, we helping them take us out. Point blank. Point blank, man. For real. You can't outrun the paper. I'm not going to speak on my boy case. He's in there right now, too. Feds just picked up my whole boy family. Mama, grandmama, the grandmama, yeah, I said that. Nephews, nieces, daughters. Like, and I can honestly say this, and this is what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave up out of here, man, because it's that time. I've been on here about an hour, you know, and I just really wanted to get the word out for my boy Dearis Davis. That's my narrative. And that's what I'm gonna stick to. But I just had to enlighten y'all on a couple of things, you know. And I should share the story with y'all, but that next time on my boy Rowlett. But my boy is innocent. I'm not here just on here just saying my boy is innocent. I'm not here. This is not what this is. What this is shedding light on the case. This is shedding light on a city who throw things underneath the rugs. This is a city that takes people who are innocent from cases that they can't solve and then pin them on people to take the rap. And there's people in there that are innocent for the rap that they took from things in many counties. But in this particular one we're talking about is today because my boy is in there and he's facing that same thing right now. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't do anything. That's not what I'm saying here. This is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this is a case of self-defense. This is a case of blindness. This is a case when you are just chilling. Like if you're just eating a box of chicken one day and somebody run up on the side of your car and start popping you because he likes what you have on, or he either seen something you had, or he either know you and it was something that he wanted from you. And instead of him taking your life, in this case, it's multiple people, which are kids, taking your life, you protected yourself and end up taking their lives. And not really trying to because you're not that type of person. And he has remorse for the family. And I want to say to the family that we are sorry for your loss. That's what I went through the video not even saying that. And I want to say that we are sorry for your loss. We are, you know, and I don't want to say that it's unfortunate. I mean, unfortunate that, you know, this situation happened. But I do want to say that I wish this situation never happened. And I am deeply, no. Let me see. Now sympathy, empathy for it. I have a lot of empathy for it. Okay, so please shed light on this case. Please share this. Tomorrow I'm gonna come back better than ever and sharper than a dagger with everything laid out on this case in more details. And then we're finna go head on with this because we're finna free my boy Slim. And we're finna get up out of Greenville. So I need everybody to share this. Hey man, Trap House Kitchen. Say man, I like what you're doing over there. You know, and I just, if you don't mind, you know what I'm talking about, if you can shed light on this case for me, man, I appreciate it, man. And everybody else out there, you know what I'm saying, it's rocking out there, you know what I'm talking about, go ahead and share this, you know what I'm saying. Peace. Lit Podcast. Biatch.